telecollectors. Today we'll be talking about Warhammer 40k Astra Militarum Commisar, and this is from McFarlane Toys. So here we have the Astra Militarum Commisar, looking very cool in there. We have the little card, couple of accessories. On the side, Astra Militarum Commisar. On the back, we got this nice artwork that is also on the card. And we have this nice licensed product, McFarlane Toys. So on the side, Astra Militarum. On the bottom, we have the UPC code. On the top, Warhammer 40k. So let's get it on the scale and see how much it weighs. Okay, the Commisar is coming in at 11.6 ounces. So let's get it out the scale and out of the box.
Hey, open, damn it, open!
Now we can just simply cut the piece of tape here at the top and then take the tabs here on the side and get those cut. And then pull this on out. And then we'll have this nice piece of plastic here. And we can just pop these off the top of the packaging. And mine's being a little stubborn because it has a clip here in the top. Wah, wah, wah. So let's go ahead and get that snipped. And once you have it snipped, it comes apart a lot easier. Yay! So here we have these accessories, and we have a hand here that is in tape. We'll pop that off, and there we go. We have a couple other accessories, and we can just pull this one on out and take this and put it back together and back in the box. Okay, now that we have him out of the box, here are his accessories and his card front and the card back. So yeah, this is a very cool looking figure. It's coming with this cloth here, this leather looking cloth. Very nice. It's got the slit here in the back coming up to the legs. Now, if you lift it up, you get some details in these legs, which is very nice. You get the brown boots with the black pants coming all the way up. Now he does have this holster here, but it is not really made for his gun. It is a little bit thin for the bolter that he has, and we also have this bolter here strapped on, and then we have these pieces of metal throughout his arm, his coat, trench coat here, and then we have this very cool emblem on the chest and on the helmet. Now that is a cool looking face, very nicely doing, but most of it is covered up by this jacket, this coat here. It is stuck on there. Now his arm cannon is on the coat itself and not on the figure, so if you pull it off, you might get a little bit regret, because then you have to sit here and work it back on to the arm. But you have to do that anyway, because out of the box it is a little bit loose, or at least mine was. So just be warned. Now we can see his left hand is more designed for his bolter pistol, the pistol that is designed for mere humans to use. But this guy can do at least, he can do this much of a T-pose. His arms can go forward and back. His coat does prevent him from doing much more than that. His head can look up this much, down really good, and his head can go right and left, no problems. Now as far as ab crunch goes, I can feel right here he does have a ball jointed upper torso, so he can do this much back, this much forward. You can rotate there and rotate here at the waist. He can do this much of a split, forward and back. He does have a double bended knee. He doesn't have a boot swivel, even though it looks like it. It's just the way it's made. But he does have this double ball jointed style ankle to where it's rotating there, and it kind of looks weird because it goes thick and then goes thin and then back to a foot. Now it looks better on the side for sure, but we have one peg going in the boot and one peg going in the foot, which allows for movement back and forth, side to side. And he does have a toe bend with a hollowed out boot and a hole for the stand. So yeah, this is very cool. It comes with this chainsaw sword, this very cool looking paint job they did on this thing. I think it looks very, very nice. And then we get a closer look at his bolter gun. That is a very cool looking gun. So yeah, he can definitely hold these, and he comes with an extra hand if you don't want him to hold his bolter. If you want to just have him hold his sword, you can. That is up to you. Now his hands are very tight. They're not like a normal McFarlane figure. They are kind of small for this size, very tightly fit. You can see here it does just work for this smaller style weapon. And if you pull it off, it might be easier to actually get this gun in his hand, tell you the truth. Yeah, it's fighting me every step of the way on this one. So it looks like I'm gonna have to pull this out a little bit and see if I can't work it in, because it is definitely fighting. But anyway, so as I sit here and mess with this, we can see I finally got it on there, and it does look good in his hand. I definitely see that he does have a double bend in the elbow as well, and he does have a bicep swivel. It was very nicely done, dude. So here he is with a guardsman. We can see how they stack up together. And then from the same wave, we have Titus, and we can see how Titus is just a little bit larger than he is. So it's standing in very nicely, scaling nicely with Titus. Now this guy is coming in right at 6 or 7 inches right here at the top. So he is fitting in just like you would expect. And then, like I say, if you do the guardsman and have him with the Astra Militarum, it looks very nice. So remember, as always, to like, subscribe, and keep collecting.